years.
Yes.
Then you go to the secondary school, you find only 1 million. What has happened to the 7 million? And the secondary school system is 6 years, almost up to A level. So that means there's a big number of school dropouts. So even that one is not fully addressed because the local elite, because of their not seeing far, have not implemented UPE properly. They still bring back charges which chase children from school. That's how you have the difference between the 8 million plus versus the 1 million. That means a big number have dropped out, which is what we are going to resolve in the coming because in the government schools, I would like to get completely free education. Like I'm giving in the city hubs, the one they were showing you here, study free. Now on the issue of the quality, some elements of it are good. For instance, science education in medicine, in the big numbers of social sciences, because of the culture of administration. People wanted to be administrators, addressing the new curriculum by really going to the yoga, to the skills in the educational system. So it will be handled. Some of the quality is good because of the intellectual side, science, intellectuality is very good, some of it. But globally, the emphasis on social sciences created a lot of people who are not fitted for the job market, for the economy. That's how you get all these unemployed graduates, children who have finished university but cannot get jobs fully implemented, and also the qualitative, by emphasizing skills. You can be a social scientist, but do farming, that's a skill. Do farming, do something which is needed in the job market. Mm-hmm.
I introduced Tanyangweso, and then I think I have Musa.
Webale nnyo Natasha. Mzee bampita Shafik Mukulu, Chairman Ghetto is Yellow.
Okay.
Bampita Shafik Mukulu, Chairman Ghetto is Yellow. Mzee nze ngenda kwogera ku bintu bya ghetto. Ngoberedde nnyo campaign kuba twogeretu olimu kujja Kampala mu campaign. Kampala ejjudde abapangisa. Tuli bapangisa, waliwo abaana bakulidde ku street, eyeetaaga space. Otegekedde ki abaana b'e Kampala nga ffe aba ghetto?
Ab'e Kampala nabategekera dda. Bw'ogenda waliwo eri munda oyise Kasangati, waliwo abantu ba workshops benatandika nabo. What do they call those villages beyond after Kasangati?
Gayaza.
Migera. Ni what? I've got a lot of groups which have support na groups nyingi zempagide is workshops like here there was a group here in Serbia of furniture nabawagira. I supported groups in is it Nigeria. There's a girl there called Chiwewesi. You can go and check on her. We supported their group. So we can support artisanship in the town. Artisanship, services of welders, border borders. Border borders is urban. Border borders. You can see them there. Chigo. Let me come back. Just 1 minute. You can see them there.
Hello. In the meantime, we can continue with our introductions. I think we had started, we stopped that side. So, introductions, quick introductions before music.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. My name is Emmanuel Rumala Dombo, Director of Information at the NRM Secretariat.
Yes, all right. Happy New Year. God is good. Twebaza nnyo Katonda olwa kino kyatutuusizaako. Amanya gange nze Jennifer Fulfiga, ndi President's Advisor, Sister wa Natasha. My sister, I want a new photo with you. Ntandike nakyo guno omwaka. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Narinda, aka Madam CEO, Madam Coffee. I'm a Musukulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robert Sharp Mugabe. I work with Government Citizen Interaction Center as the Deputy Director.
Mugamba mutya basebo ne banyabo amanya Bukenya Media. Oba Bukenya Nelson oba Bukenya Media.
Bareko, amanya gani wantu Ronald Muhwana, CEO PL on TV.
Baseba muje bareko, nebanya muje bareko, amanya gange nze na Chanzi Sumaya aka Maya nga ku social media nkozesa NRM Warrior. Thank you.
Balamusiza basebo ne banyabo amanya nze Zakia Lucky nkola ne UBC, everything to do with tourism. Era nkola ne Miss Tourism Uganda and a stylist at Zack Styles.
Good afternoon. My name is Maureen Babia. I'm a news anchor with BBC Television.
Happy New Year. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Steve Washington. I come from 100.2 Galaxy FM Zina and Galaxy Luigi Konkoni.
Good afternoon. My name is the CEO social media everywhere you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Chisui David, Good Times Media. Good afternoon. My name is Mwenda Innocent, CEO, Numwet Media.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year. My name is Rachel Namsoke, CEO, Rumpe Media UG.
We will continue later. Mzee is coming back. Thank you.
So we are very, very cautious. Tukimanyi nti omutawuni ebitundu ebimwe bya tawuni muyinza kukola gye tuyita peri-urban agriculture ebiri bbalibbali eyo nga kazo, nansana, oyinza kulunda enkoko, emanju, naye mutawuni wakati waliwo ebyobugaga ebikwatagana bulungi ne tawuni. Artisanship, carpentry, metalwork, shoemaking, knitting and weaving. We have been skilling many youth in Kampala here. She has been skilling. Where is the They are there. You are showing some here. Can you show them those activities on the TV? Then services, border, bakery, all those for the town. That's what we emphasize. Tuchimanyi, I know it. I will not be talking about PDM in Kawempi because it's not so much applicable as it is in the rural areas. Okay?
Thank you, Jose. We're almost coming to the end. We have a question from Mr. Sandra Olusingi. Then we have a response to Kasuku Katende's question. I think someone wants to respond to him after Sanda. Moses Birhanga will respond, and then if you allow, we can have 2 more questions depending on your time.
Okay.
Thank you, Natasha. I'll just quickly go back and tell Mr. Simon those chapels of Bugolobi we should stop. Now, Your Excellency, as the world shifts towards multipolar power centers and rapid technological change, like AI comes to mind, digital trade automation, cryptocurrency, etc. My question is, what strategies will ensure that Uganda is not left behind? And how can Uganda leverage global diversity in wealth creation? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Uganda, what is crucial is African integration. If that one is happening, then there's nothing else that the rest will be easier. That's why our emphasis on the East Africa, so that East Africa operates as a common market, but even better as a political federation. But in the short run, at least as a common market. And we are moving well on that. If we have that, and then we have the rest of Africa as a market, where we sell and buy from, there is nothing that will stop us. Others may work with us, they may not, but we shall survive. and thrive. So Africa is the crucial area of operations. The rest is additional. Okay. Now about the Maratopola, that's all right, because hegemony doesn't work. Hegemony is people trying to control the world. It's very dangerous for you to try that. That's how Austria-Hungary collapsed. Because Austria-Hungary was, first of all, Rome. You remember Rome, the Pope? The Pope was trying to control the whole world. That they were Christian, because they had become Christians, so he wanted to control all of them. So much so that when Henry VIII wanted to marry another woman, then the Pope made it his business to go and stop him. That's how problems started. England broke with the Rome, and the wars. The Spanish Armada, 1588, when they tried to invade England. A lot of unnecessary trouble, but if you try to dominate, it's better to work with people rather than trying to dominate. Then, after the Pope failed to dominate the Christian world, after so many wars, it caused a lot of wars. Then, when capitalism came, the French Revolution, 1789, there was a man called Metternich in Austria-Hungary. He was the chancellor who tried to exterminate capitalism, tried to invade France, and it ended up destroying the whole of the empire of Austria-Hungary. So Maratopola is unstoppable. Can't stop it. You can't and you shouldn't even try. It's good. What they should aim at is win-win. Because I've been telling some people, why do you want, because like now, you're wonderful Africa. I don't know whether you have those computers which you go with, you don't work, you sleep. Me, I don't have any computer with me. Just keep them far away. Even the phones, I don't go with them. But for you, always with them. Stops you from thinking. But you can check. Your wonderful Africa, the GDP, I think now is like 3 trillion. The whole of Africa. Do you have your phone? You check now. The GDP of Africa. Me who doesn't go with phones, I have it in my head. I think it's about 3-point-something trillion.
3.1 trillion.
Imagine the whole of Africa. Obugagabo Africa yonna is 3.1 trillion. All the dancers in Pakachini, all the... Now we check the GDP of the United States. I think it's about 30 trillion. 30. Check the GDP of the United States.
31 trillion.
30.3. 30.6.
31 trillion.
About 31 trillion. So you imagine, people, United States is a quarter of Africa. Africa is 12 million square miles. United States is 3 million square miles. You can fit USA into Africa 4 times. It will fit there. We are 1.5 billion now. The United States is 300 million. So, for them to have so much money when we are so much wealth. And what I've been telling these friends, of course, the problem is first of all us, you people, the influencers. Because the influencers, Bakatende, they're influencing people in the wrong direction. Instead of orienting them in the right direction of value addition, because the biggest problem of Africa is producing raw materials. Losing the value, hemorrhage, narutuma ekigambo, erinya ekikulukuto. Ekikulukuto, I remember I used that when I was with the other Gen Z. You must stop the ekikulukuto. The hemorrhage, this is a sickness among women sometimes. Banyamwele call it a chejuiso. This ekikulukuto of Africa must stop. Losing money, losing jobs. And it is that which creates this poverty. So I have been asking to answer your question of Martupola, what? I've been asking my Western partners, you people, why do you want to trade with poor people? Why would you not see that it is in your advantage? Now Africa, if Africa was like, because if you take the GDP of US, which is 30 trillion, for 300 million people, that means that each person has got like $60,000 or what, per capita. Would be what, for the US? Maybe about what?
$60,000?
Yes, about $50,000. Now, if Uganda, if Africans, 1.5 billion of them, if they were, not necessarily 50, even if they were like 30,000, what will be the GDP of Africa? 30,000 times 1.5 billion. Like 45 trillion?
50 trillion. 450 trillion. 1.5 billion times.
No.
It's 45 trillion, Your Excellency.
45 trillion. Yes. That should be at least if we were there. Would it not be, wouldn't America do better business with us if we had money in our pockets? They could sell us more planes, they could sell us more this, more that, more that. So why would you want, if you are a clever, I can see that some of these Western thinkers are also not good planners. Because Africans are friendly to Europe. We speak English. I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak Russian. I speak English. I am a man of Shakespeare. So why don't you take advantage of me and you do business with me? But in order for you to do business with me, I should have money in my pocket. So if you come here and you want to take my, because now when they take unprocessed gold, when they take unprocessed gold, which is 84% pure, they give like $60,000 per kilogram. When it is processed to 99.9%, like the one in Busia there, it goes for $120,000. So in a kilo, would be losing like $50,000 per kilo of gold if you sell it unprocessed, unprocessed. If you process it, you use more electricity, local. You create jobs, you get more money. And in that way, I can buy more from the US. That's what I'm telling them. You people, wake up. Don't want to maintain poverty in Africa. This 3 trillion is a shame. And you have got all these influencers. What are they influencing the banana? Katembi. Influencers bano banana. I want to mbalagawa. Africa must have a GDP, because very soon, in the next 30 years, we shall be 2.5 trillion, 2.5 billion. We shall be a quarter of the human race, but disorganized. So that's why I want you to be organized. The Barabina Sinkana Roiktula Gen Z Walo Muzukuru and Sandra
is here actually. She's here. She has a testimony.
Oh, amatokega fega sewa.
What umzinda rinda.
Happy New Year, Mr. President.
Happy New Year, Sandra.
How are you?
Very fine.
Thank you so much. But I can so Mr. President. Can fukamira nako. Fukamira wano wondaba.
Abanyangole tuwafukamira. Wafukamira katunda yeka.
Anze kan fukamira ne yanziza nyama toke gatuka. Bampa bunches 5 nenga tunda. Neka kati capital tene ya still nagano kuwera. Kati nenga ngera mu company yange ya ushering agency jenina kuba nina abaana balingana be employinga kati mwe nayongera
wajja mu sente
nagajamu 25 jokka
5 bunches.
Yes.
Ngena kukongereyo some more bunches.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Osibuka wa?
Nsibuka Matugga Katalemwa.
Wano ewaffe?
Awo nyini Bombo Road.
Otwalwa nlawo?
Awo nyini. Yes, Mr.
Walito tolabanga ku matooke. Tewera matooke eyo?
Tetulinayo tugonagonna twagatema.
Kyafuuka kibuga kati?
Kati tewakyali nindagago opozi. Tewakyali matooke ngenda kulindagago.
Very good. Sandra nokumwongera bunches nga 10 ndowooza nga 10 zigenda kwengera.
Nazo tujjazi oba tugenda kuteesa Mr. President ekyokukola ekituufu.
Kale Sandra. Now, the reason how I linked up with Sandra, she was Como Sandra. Sandra was pleading for imports. Until to say, no take a come solo ko nviri z'abafu eziva bweru ntuwandire enviri z'amafu neziyingira bwerere. Nemugamba nti nedda muzukulu enviri z'abafu zirina okwereza omusolo zemujja bweru bwemba mwagala enviri ezawano mukozese wano kyewalo bafu wano mbajje kwe oba mukozese ebyayi muleke kuleeta enviri z'abafu z'ebweru. Kaweke kati zino za kaluzosa karufuwa za karufuwa eziva bweru zirina okuweereza emisolo. Kati kwe kumugamba muzukulu nemugamba nti bw'oba toyagala kuweereza omusolo genda ntungamu ewaffe ogule amatooke ogaleete Kampala awotekuli musoro bwonna, internal distribution. Because they talk about taxes. Yes, we are taxing, but taxing imports. Not only imports, but luxury ones. We don't even tax medicine. We don't even tax machinery. We tax luxury items. So that's how I linked up with the business, internal distribution. Amatoke, okugaja ntunga monagarete no, ebikaru, oricho wete ebikaru. Ebikaru kubigula kibugeyo no birete no mbende produce. So you see, you got some money from the bananas. Very good.
Your Excellency, to add on what you mentioned when Kasuku asked the question about digital, your government has done a lot. For instance, Mr. Kasuku was talking about digital employing the youth. Under business processing operations, BPOs, today 25,000 youth in Uganda are engaged in BPOs, working for companies outside Uganda while they are here in Uganda. And one of the enablers to that, and we are targeting 150,000 in the next Kisanja for 25,000. What has also enabled that is that the cost of internet has gone down from $70 per unit in 2018 to now 35. We are now reducing the cost of internet, and also the speed of internet has significantly improved from second generation, which is 2G. Now we are at 5G. So that's why we are able to do this TikToking at a faster speed as if it was in Europe. Lastly, Your Excellency, waliwo abuuziza wano ku kyaba Gen Z ekisooka, sorry, ghetto youth. Ekisooka, Your Excellency, ng'oyita mu office yo ya State House Controller, wateekawo saako ez'aba youth buli division mu Kampala, wasooka na milioni 10,000, kati oyongeddemu billion emu bagenda kuzifuna mu biseera kyali byawala buli division. Kati kyetwetagako ba youth bano, training them into skills, babeeko kyebakola kyebasobola okwekolera, naye nga balina kasente basobola okujja saako bajjeyo mu banka yaabwe beewole ku magoba ga wansi ennyo basobole okukola business. Ate Your Excellency, also office yo eri mu kuzimba workshop Mulago wane Kawempe, emu common user facilities ng'abakola engatto, abakola bags, ensawo, oli aleeta buleesi leather material n'agenda wali byuma byonna weebiri babiguze mu ebiri, control yamaze okubigula mu ebiri mu workshop eyo bisobola okukozesebwa. Abaagala okukola ebitabo, tulina section y'ebitabo, tulina y'engatto, tulina y'ensawo, tulina abakola amasweta knitting, ebyuma ebikola goleeta wuuzi ne bakutungira wali n'ofuluma n'ensweta zo, basobola okukola esweta nga 10 buli lunaku nga ez'enjawulo, kala ez'enjawulo okusinziira ky'oyagala n'ebirala. Pulezidenti yatunuulira omuntu wa bulijjo, yatuma wano ttiimu yaffe n'agamba waliwo abantu bano abendaba abatunda amenvu ku nguudo mu bibbo. Pulezidenti n'atutumayo ne tubasinkana n'abulazayo ka kapito $10,000 buli omu, n'atuma waliwo abatoni, mumanya abatoninyira toninyira mukange abatunda emmere eyidde ekiro bantu nga 1,000 mu Kampala. Pulezidenti bonna yabatuukamu n'abaweerezaayo kapito 10,000 buli omu, 10,000 buli omu, ab'ebigaali 10,000 buli omu. Kati ofiisi ya controller era etuuse mu ba boda ebateereddewo looni ey'essente za wansi mu saako zaabwe. Kati ne boda ne ku PDM yennyini, kituufu PDM erina okwakuliza bwe tugenda okujjamu for urban areas, twabanze okubitegeera tugenda kubujjamu ko basobole okukola ebyenjawulo ebitali bya agriculture. Ate sente mu Kampala abakafuna mu PDM bali 3,000, amaka 3,000, naye Wakiso 5,000, naye zino wa Kampala ne Wakiso kati mu kisanja ekijja kubanga tugenda kuwangula sente tugenda kuzongeza zive ku milioni 10 buli mwezi, ofisiyoli buli mwaka zibeere milioni 3 buli mwaka. naye ate kwezi ebisatu 30% z'abavuuka kiba kitegeeza milioni 9 zijja kubeera z'abavuuka. Ate abavuuka bazifuna batya? Ku kakiiko ka saako y'omuluka chairperson wa youth council w'omuluka ogwo abeera memba. Kitegeeza ba chairperson baffe ababavuuka balina okulwanirira ensonga z'abavuuka balabe mbu bwe tubeera abagenda gaba ssente ezo abavuuka bawera enamba yaabwe 30% zigenda ku bavuuka. Webale nnyo excellence.
Thank you so much for that.
Two last questions you wanted.
No, I think I will leave mine for today. I will ask Katende, who the influencer you have kept referring to, Kasuku, to say something on behalf of all of us who are here, to thank Mzee for the time that he has given us, and maybe to say something about in the line of your work. Huh?
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. For starters, it's what is suits. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you for the time you've given us to come here and have a chat with you. I know you have a very busy schedule, but you've taken time off to allow us to come here and have a few words with you. I'm a digital content creator, and yeah, you've said certain things about the internet and how it works, but I still feel if you allow, through Natasha, we want to engage you more with the digital content creators to make you understand our job. There are so many people who are employed through digital content creation. Maybe we can see how we try to explain to you what our job entails. How do we harmonize to bring it into most of the ideas you have about taking this country forward? Because most of the youth we are trying to talk to, the youth the government says right now are the biggest population, they are dealing with digital and digital content creation. And we really need the government to come and we work together to harmonize with us, to enhance with us, to support us in all the ways possible as to be part of the government's programs going forward. So I don't know if you could allow us, we get some time.
You make proposals, you make proposals and bring them to Natasha.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Finally, as before I give a vote of thanks, they always tell us when you go to visit your jaja, they pack for you things, matoke, sweet potatoes and what. So the people told me as I came, they told me, don't forget to tell Jaja that we are here. He should pack for us some things, give you, and you bring, we enjoy. As the Jaja, I said, well, Luseke moving, Luseke coming. Said yes. So as a Jaja, I'll be waiting. You load me with the things for the bazukulu.